I want to tell you about a postdoctoral researcher that is homeless in New York for 16 years already. This story, ladies and gentlemen, is about Weidong, a genius. You see, his story began in 1985, where he was accelerated from the first grade of high school into a youth program in the Fudan University in Shanghai. In 1988, he completed his bachelor's degree, and he then moved to New York, where he completed a master's and a PhD in physics. Well, actually, it was in nuclear physics. You see, that is where the story makes a change. Uncle Sam, America cracked down on Chinese physics students or researchers, and he was one of them, and he had to change his field into programming, like computer science. And from there, he went back to China to come visit his family, but he met a woman, and she was a single mother. She had kids, and she moved to America with him. At that time, he had a salary of $130,000 annually, which is a great income still today, but back then, it's an amazing income. She then obtained a green card, and she instantly left him. Now, with all this stuff that happened to this man, he developed a mental illness problem, which is a daydreaming mental illness problem, and he started to have hallucinations and all sorts of stuff, so he couldn't keep a job. But in any way, he went to Wall Street and he worked there for 2 years, where he became a programmer. Obviously, he lost his job because of all these issues that he went through, and now he's currently sitting on the streets in New York, clothes torn, his skin is in horrible condition, and obviously he's going through this mental trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, while this man is depressed on the streets in New York, he keeps thinking about his motherland, China. And this actually came out when he did an interview with a reporter. You see, what happened next is all the students that went to university with this man in Fudan, that now lives in America, came to know about his story, and they started to help him, like gave him clothes, trying to find shelter for him to live in, food, all this kind of stuff. You see, it's very clear that the Chinese people care when you sit on the streets and have nothing to eat at night. They formed a group of 200 people trying to help him at this moment. But you see, he's now an American citizen, which makes things way more complicated, right? But he wants to come back to China. Now, the Chinese people, everybody here in China is looking into ways of getting him back to his motherland and reconnect him with his family. It just shows you that they really care about this man. And the American leaders, you know, all American cities are taken over by the homeless. Even veterans, like military veterans, American citizens are living on the streets, and the leaders don't care about these people. But the Chinese people living in America, they are trying to get him back, and I do hope they get him back. Now, this must also be a lesson for the young researchers or students in China. Before you think the grass is greener on the other side and you want to make your way into America to start your beautiful career and renounce your Chinese citizenship to become an American citizen, think twice. Let this story be a lesson for all of us, that sometimes you think things are better in other countries, but back at the ranch, it's better in your own motherland. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a sad story. It's a touching story. I want to make a prediction that I believe there's going to be a way the Chinese people figure out to get this guy back to his family and to his homeland. And I'm sure he will find hope in life again, and he will continue his amazing research work. The real love that he has in his mind, in his soul, of doing research for humanity and to progress countries. Yeah, I hope it's a lesson for you, and I hope you understand the story, or now you learn about the story. Ladies and gentlemen, see you next time. Leave your comment if you want to add to the story, or just tell me what you think about this, and I'll see you then in another video. Bye.